Hello, good day viewers. Let us find a solution to this system of linear and quadratic equations. We are given that 2y minus x minus 3 is equal to 0 and the second equation x plus y squared equal to 1. And we are looking for the real values of x and y that can satisfy both equations. Alright, we have different methods of solving system of equations. We have elimination, substitution, graphical, and so on. So I'm going to apply elimination method here because I realize I have coefficient of x here as -1 and coefficient of x here as +1. So by adding the two equations together, I'll be able to eliminate x. So let's do that. We're going to add equation 1 and equation 2. If I do that, I know this will go automatically. So let me just rearrange the equation. I have y squared. Then to the top we have 2y minus 3. Then to the right hand side we have 0 plus 1 equal to 1. By bringing 1 to the left hand side, it becomes negative. We have -3, -1, which is -4. So our equation becomes y squared plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation in terms of y. So now let us apply the general formula to find the values of y, then substitute it back into the second equation to get the corresponding values of x. So y will be equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Let me write the data aside. You see a is the leading coefficient, which is 1. B is the coefficient of the middle term, which is 2. And C is the constant, which is -4. So y will be equal to minus b, which is -2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, that is 2 squared, then minus 4 multiplied by a multiplied by c, divided by 2 multiplied by a, and a is 1. Y is equal to -2 plus or minus the square root of, if you observe, we have -4 times 1, which is -4, times another -4 is +16. So we have 2 squared, which is 4 plus 16, divided by 2. Y is now equal to -2 plus or minus the square root of 20, divided by 2. But 20 can be expressed as 4 multiplied by 5, right? 4 multiplied by 5, and square root of 4 is 2, so this is 2 multiplied by root 5. So this becomes -2 plus or minus 2 root 5 divided by 2. And from here, you can see 2 will go into these 2's. So y finally is equal to -1 plus or minus root 5. So this implies we have two values of y. Y could either be equal to -1 plus root 5, or y, let me even call this y2, this is y1, equal to -1 minus root 5. So these are the two values of y. But what about x? I told you from the second equation where we have x plus y squared equal to 1, this implies that x is equal to 1 minus y squared. X is equal to 1 minus y squared. But we have two values of y. Let's start with the first one. That is -1 plus root 5. So we have x1 equal to 1 minus -1 plus root 5 all squared. And the second value of x, that is x2, will be equal to 1 minus, then the second value of y here, that is -1 root 5 all squared. Let me simplify them separately. The first one, which is x1, will be equal to 1 minus, let me expand this. You take the first term, you square that, -1 squared is 1, plus you take the second term, square that, you get 5. Then you add 2 multiplied by the first term multiplied by the second term. If you multiply the first and the second term together, you're going to get negative root 5 times 2, which is negative 2 root 5. If you distribute this negative sign, it will affect all terms. So you have 1 minus 1 minus 5 plus 2 root 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we have minus 5. Therefore, x1 is equal to minus 5 plus 2 root 5. Now let us move on to the second one. From here, you can see that x2 will be equal to 1 minus the expansion of this negative 1 squared is 1. Then second term squared will be 5. Then 2 times the first term times the second term will give us positive 2 root 5. If you distribute this negative sign, you have 1 minus 1 minus 5, then minus 2 root 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. x2 equal to minus 5 minus 2 root 5. So our right combinations, we have x1, y1, which will give us, what is x1? Negative 5 plus 2 root 5. Then what is y1? Negative 1 plus root 5. Negative 1 plus root 5. This is the first combination. Then x2, y2. This is equal to, what is x2? You see the value here. Negative 5, negative 2 root 5. Then y will be negative 1, negative root 5. And hence, this is the solution to this system of quadratic and linear equations. But if you like, you can test these values into the main equations to see whether they are going to satisfy the equation or not. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye bye.